Welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to actually make a discussion about the current state of Venom in the game. So, what Venom does currently is it reduces it reduces your stamina regen by 25%, which isn't really a huge margin. But here are some ideas that I saw, especially from the Path of Titan suggestions page, that talked about how they think Venom should work. And I'll share a link to that in the description so you guys can check it out yourself. But I'll show you the image of how it was going to work. So what it would do is instead reduce your maximum stamina by 20%, similar to how Toxin reduces your maximum health by 20%. So this is what they were thinking it would do. Of course, the more Venom you stack on a target, the more reduced max stamina they get. And what they can do is how it would also work is, well, obviously they can't, once that stamina, once they're running around or using too much stamina and that stamina gets down to that 20% marker, they can't use any stamina, they can't run. They pretty much have to wait for it to regenerate. Not only that, the next thing is Innervation now I wanted to talk about. Innervation right now is a pretty cool ability, and it definitely makes Venom very effective, but the issue is players get a 5-minute immunity to that ability once it's done. Meaning for the next 5 minutes against whatever you're fighting, your enervating bite does nothing. And I think that's an issue, is that, well, again, it does nothing at that point. You pretty much have a wasted head ability right there. That's not even good for damage, because it only does 25 damage. It only inflicts a small amount of venom, but even then, that's not the ability people would be using once they realize their target's already done enervating. So the changes as well that I would like to see for Innervation is, for one, definitely lower the immunity down to maybe like 2 minutes. 2-minute immunity, which means targets can get innervated again after 2 minutes. So, here's how it would go. Let's say a Meg or a Marigaya, and Marigaia's running the Venom build, sees a target with, well, sees a target that they're going to fight, or something attacks the Marigaya, or the Megalane is preparing to hunt. Megalane gets the drop on it, lands either a Corrosive Tear or lands a Lunging Snap and starts inflicting venom. Their stamina gauge will start to introduce a little like marker telling you like, okay, this is the maximum of your stamina will not drain at this point. You pretty much cannot run past the stamina or use this much stamina. After that, the Megalania or whatever would keep attacking, inflicting more venom, which would keep reducing their max stamina to its maximum of 20% reduced max stamina. Meaning the target already has less stamina than average, which means running away would be definitely more difficult, or using stamina-based abilities are much harder. So the way it would definitely work now is with Innervation. Innervation will still do what it does normally. The Megalania would go in, run that Innervating Bite, and inflict it with Innervation, draining that stamina now. And then once it's done, they gain a 2-minute immunity instead of 5 to Innervation. Meaning the target now will just have that ability to obviously get their stam back, but what can still be inflicted with venom, meaning a Meg can go in, start landing a bunch of venom onto their target, and will just simply, well, reduce that max stamina still even more. So not only is their stamina drained a little bit because of Innervation, but now the Meg is going in, putting more venom in, so now you still have less stamina to work with. And that's how I think the whole gist of that would work. And I think it's the best way I think they can make Venom work. This wouldn't be too oppressive. This wouldn't be too OP. This would just literally be a way of balancing Venom to make it actually seem like an ability that players have to keep an eye out for and have to worry about. Because again, Meg's whole thing is definitely that it's a slower 2-slot, compared to other 2-slots. And its main goal is to exhaust its targets and have better stamina than them so it can chase them down. Especially if they're hunting, another 2-slot. That's the way it would work. They hunt another 2-slot. They start reducing their max stamina, they keep landing large amounts of venom, and then eventually they land the Enervating Bite, which reduces their maximums. That starts draining their stamina. So now, not only do they have that kind of like toxin-like feel to their stamina, they have 20% reduced stamina, but now their stamina is draining already by another 22.5%, meaning now they are very careful of what they're going to have to do. And once, of course, it ends, they get cured of that venom, and Innervation, and they gain the 2-minute immunity. But of course, Megs can just still keep going in and landing more venom, still reducing your max stamina. That's what I think they should definitely be doing and working towards. when it comes to that ability. There could still be more changes done for Enervation, since Enervation is kind of like, again, only accessible for Megs, only they do it. But I think this is a good change for it, because also, right now, Enervating Bite people are kind of not really using, especially solo. Like, for me, again, I'm using just Corrosive Tear for just that extra DPS I can land onto my target. And, of course, Lunging Snap, which is a no-brainer of an ability to have. But I think this is the best bet for what they can do for Venom, because right now, it's kind of just more or less a... It's kind of more or less an ability that just not a lot of people are really going to be utilizing. As cool as Enervating Bite is and how that effect actually can really start debuffing a target with their stamina, it's really just, again, after the 5-minute immunity, the target can just get their stamina back, and it literally does nothing else. And especially if you're fighting another 2-slot, your best bet would just be to obviously have more damage output. When fighting another 2-slot, obviously going Corrosive Tear with Lunging Snap would be your only abilities useful against them because, well, you obviously have that ability now to have better DPS when fighting targets. Especially if you're up against a 3-slot now. When up against 3 slots, Megs do suffer because they are slower than most of them. Dasps, Aloes, Pycnos all can catch a Meg if it's too far onto land, away from any place to climb or any place to, well, any other place to, well, you know, go to water. And I think first I don't even really want to talk about Meg's whole, like the whole balance between Meg right now and how people want to see changes to it. I just want to more or less talk about how Venom needs to be changed, because Venom is the big aspect for Meg right now, and Meg can only successfully shine if its Venom is actually useful. And that's the thing. The only usefulness for Venom right now is to either buff itself, of course, with the abilities like Venomous Hunter or Fatigued Scent, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't see anybody running those abilities nowadays. Venomous Hunter is not really that useful for a lot of people. The armor, yes, is good, but the climbing speed bonus is really just, well, again, it's very situational if you're going to be able to utilize that climb effectively. Not only that, when it comes to actually looking at the other things like diving, especially since climbing is still kind of buggy and finicky at times, your best bet would just mostly to utilize, obviously, well, just the swimming capabilities to escape especially Hatsies, because Hatsies are currently also a thing that Megs have to worry about. If a Hatsie catches a Meg off guard, Meg's best bet is to escape into water or potentially find a cave if it gets lucky enough. Climbing ain't gonna save it, and that's just the big issue. But anyway, though, besides that point, I think a way to definitely make Venom more effective is with that little rework idea. Because the person who made that idea, honestly, pretty good concept of an idea for that. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to be attacking this Suko. Oh, how did that miss? Oh, he's already about to die. Trophy. Ooh. Rule number 1, never sleep around a Meg. But anyway, I just wanted to make that little discussion about that. Man, that's... not really proud of this fight, because again, I caught him while he was technically sleeping. I started attacking them while they were asleep, so I'm not really proud of this fight. That was just unfortunate timing for this Suko. But anyway, I have a trophy that I can now give to a juvie, so where's the trophy? There it is. I might lose this fight. I had to lose the trophy. See, without lunging snap, I'd be dead. Without lunging snap, I'd be dead. Told you, without lunging snap, I'd be dead. I had to lose the trophy. Well, I guess there's no juvie I can give that trophy to now. Man, see what I mean? Lunging snap is just too much of a necessity. See, I told you right then and there. Lunging snap is just too good, and being semi-aquatic is too good. Can't use lunging snap here. Not when we're this close to the cliffs. Yeah, at this point I can. See, that's the way you do it. You gotta get the first few hit and lunge at your target. You want to try that? You want to try third-partying that? I'm not letting you. That's the way you do it. You got to get the first hit and you got to get the drop. I think he saw me coming though, but just didn't attack first. I feel like if the Aquilo actually did decide to just try face tanking me, it probably could have beaten me. I don't dish enough damage for me to, you know, do that. Even with Corrosive Tear. I mean, Corrosive Tear is just there as another alternative attacking option at this point. I don't run Enervating again. I mean, as much as I really want to, because my Venom literally does nothing else. I just attracted 2 Serratos to me. Yeah, I'm upside down, buddy. It took a lot for me to do this, but glad somebody was able to notice me, or at least 2 people were able to notice me. It took a lot of calls, but eventually they're like, okay, we found him. They're down. He's down here. He's in the cave. He's up here in the ceiling. Gosh, the climbing is so fun. I do need to get down though, because I am gonna need to find food soon, and definitely need to get my stamp back. A massive mega pack here. Their Suko looks like he could be low. I know you're low for sure. Hold on, what are you doing? Rex tried to grab me. Saw that coming. The Suko's not staying in the water with me. Shocking. I'm gonna do this while I rob them of their food. Pretty big mega pack. I don't know how I can potentially pick any of them off, especially since I'm playing a 2 slot while they're all playing 3s or higher. Oh, what happened to my lunge? My lunge just didn't even activate. Where's the Suko? I hear them in the water. There they are. That's what I want to take out. Separating the Suko's a good thing. Won't get help from the others. I'm not the fastest too in the water. I'm not running a full swim speed build. definitely... The Suko's definitely having muffled roar activated, because they're pretty fast. Dang it, Suko already got out of the water! Shame. It's a shame my Venom doesn't really do anything against them, so I won't really be able to do much. Like reducing stam regen, it's very minimal stam regen reduction. It's not really anything major. Pretty big mega pack though. Well, yeah, I would call it a mega pack because they're overpacked already. They have a Rex, 3 Dasps, and a Suko. That's definitely overpacking. I think he's solo. I hope he's solo. I hope he doesn't have friends he's walking to. Free hit. Oh, bone break. Oh, how did that miss? How did that bite miss me? Okay. Oh man, I gotta learn how to keep doing that. I missed that bite. It's fine. Oh, we both tail-whacked each other. I would have just gone with Rampage, honestly, if you're solo. That extra damage would have saved him. How are they missing? No, okay, now I'm not gonna lie. I'm calling BS with those attacks. I'm calling BS with a lot. How is that missing? I'm not gonna lie. I'm calling BS with those attacks. I'm calling BS with those attacks. I'm so sorry to this Dasp that you just couldn't land those hits. That is wild. Those should have hit. Those should have hit. I should at least be down to at least this much HP right here. I should not be this high at HP. Those attacks should have hit. Just saying. Oh man, the tail attack is coming in clutch to knocking him away. It's coming in clutch. Not crazy good knockback, but it's enough to definitely knock him away, so he can't like turn and bite me. GG Dasp. I honestly feel bad though because a lot of those attacks should have hit me. Oh, I completely forgot he drops this trophy. Honestly, the Dasps have really cool trophies. They have really cool trophies. Well, I wonder who I can give this to. I guess I'll have to find out who I'm gonna give this to. Gotta find a juvie who would want a trophy. That's the lasso. Whoa. Is there more? Is this Thal with a Serato? Because I heard a Serato. There's a Serato. There is a Serato. I hear that. Ooh, I gotta sneak out of here big time. I gotta get out of here big time. I mean, there's water that I can dive into. Serato's not a semi-aquatic. And a Thal, I'm pretty sure I can deal with in the water. Or I could just find somewhere to climb and just deal with the Thal up there as well. The Thal is definitely a scout for that Serato. You stole my trophy! This son of a gun! That's what they wanted. They didn't want to kill me. They just wanted the damn trophy. Oh boy, but I got a Hatsy eyeing me now. That's fantastic. Maybe the Hatsy wasn't going after me, as I thought it was. Dang it, I was gonna give that trophy to a juvie! That Thal didn't need the trophy. Gosh dang it. Well, that was a fail. I'm pretty sure I almost killed that freaking Thalasso too. Pretty sure I almost killed it. Yep, there it is. He was expecting me. Dang, he's putting more of a better fight than the Dasp did. Gosh, Titan as well. Okay, so the Aloe wasn't alone. Good to know. The Aloe was doing a lot better than the Dasp was. But then a Titan had to show up as well. The Aloe was alone, I probably would have continued the fight, but not with the freaking Titan getting in the way now. Bleed's gone. I'm just gonna eat a fish then that I can find so I can heal a little faster. Hey, so that Aloe was not alone. He definitely had more than one Titan with him. And it looks like they're facing off against two Tylos in the water. And they have a Metri. Wait, is the Metri with them? They're not helping. Okay, maybe it was just... Maybe it's just one Tylo, or one Titan it's with then. This Aloe is really playing a risky game. Trying to see what I can do here. I want to kind of pick off the Aloe, but at the same time, Titan will definitely get involved. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it won't get involved because, again, right now it's dealing with the Tylos that are already camping it in the water. And he's not paying attention. Yep, not paying attention. We're not done yet, buddy. We're not done yet, Aloe. We still have unfinished business. And that tail attack is really saving me when I overextend. Dang it, he's being healed, so he did have a Metri. Never mind, now we are done. Never mind, maybe they were overgrouped. They had a Metri with them. Dang it, all that time spent healing is now gone. Gosh dang it. It really does suck being solo out here. They need to bring back the solo servers, but even then, that didn't even work out either. People were still grouping. Didn't change a fact. People were still doing the grouping stuff. Is that a nest? Is that a nest? That is a nest. Is that the Tylo's nest? I guess it is. I guess it is those Tylo's nest. Oh, gotta spend more time healing again. Oh, like this. This could be something. Oh, he's playing it smart, though. He's standing his ground. Oh, how did that miss? Oh, this person wasn't even fully grown. They still did better than, well, the Serato did, because the Serato just was walking away. Maybe they were a mobile player. I didn't even think about it. Maybe the Serato was a mobile player and just didn't know what buttons to press, maybe, or what to tap on. Maybe that was it. Oh, I have a heart quest. I keep forgetting I have this damn quest. There, now it's done. That's a lot of marks, too. Perfect, because I lost a lot of marks when trying to, you know... I pretty much had a lot of marks lost when I was, you know, getting this skin. So I actually could use the marks, which is good. Alrighty. And, okay, I've gained a lot of good marks back, because I do want to try... I feel like I want to try out some of these other abilities. Mostly Fatigued Scent. I just want to have Venom do something for me now in return at this point. I can't be running Venomous Hunter, though. Just being against semi-aquatic is just so much better. But I think, actually, I'll go ahead and end the video off here, because I think this is a good place to end it off on. So, you know what? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and, you know, I hope to do... I'm probably gonna... I don't know if I want to continue doing another Meg video, or if I want to do go back to Suko. I don't know. I'll figure it out, okay? I'm not sure, really. I don't know. Would another Meg video be good, or would go back to Suko? I don't know. I don't know which one sounds good right now to make another video on, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.